Wait, time is just passing you by, continuously passing you by. But then you have the nerve to compare yourself to others who are excelling. You cannot expect to be wealthy and be rich if you're not doing anything. You're sitting on your butt. You're complaining about, you're tired of your job. You're complaining about, hey, I'm tired of, my life, but you're not willing to take the steps to make sure that your life can change forever. The trajectory of your family beyond you can be changed, but you're not willing to make the changes. Welcome back to the channel. It's that guy, TheEnergyEli. Please do make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for tuning in once again. As stated, do make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, man, send some feedback. In regards to your life, I think a lot of you are playing with your life. A lot of you are going through the motions. A lot of you are, well, maybe I'll get to it. Tomorrow I'll do this. Next week I'll get to it. Next month. And it's like, the more you wait, time is just passing you by, continuously passing you by. But then you have the nerve to compare yourself to others who are excelling. Now, I guarantee you, those who are excelling, I guarantee you, they are putting in the countless hours. They are putting in the time. They are making sure that if they do feel like they're falling off a bit, they're making sure they pick themselves right back up where they started and making sure they're holding themselves accountable. So you therefore cannot continuously tell me that you're going to continuously compare yourself to others if you're not making the right, adjustments. I'm always going to give you, sports analogies. So an athlete who wants to increase their points per game, their rebounds per game, their assists per game, they cannot get mad at the person who is increasing theirs year by year, but they're not putting in the time that person's putting in when the cameras are not watching. See, it's more important on what you're doing when no one's around. That's integrity. It's more important what you're doing when people don't even know. That's what matters, because when the lights are the brightest, that's when you can shine. So you can't be mad at someone that, they're continuously excelling and doing well in life. You don't know what that person is doing behind the scenes. But I hate to say it, but that's a measuring stick of what you aren't doing compared to what they are doing. Now, I'm not here to continuously compare and contrast, but the fact of the matter is, it is what it is. You cannot expect to be wealthy and be rich if you're not doing anything. You're sitting on your butt. You're complaining about, you're tired of your job. You're complaining about, hey, I'm tired of, my life, but you're not willing to take the steps to make sure that your life can change forever. The trajectory of your family beyond you can be changed, but you're not willing to make the changes. So therefore, you cannot complain. You understand? So you're playing, man. A lot of you are just playing. It's just like, well, hey, if it's meant to be, it will be, but not putting any action behind it. It's just gonna toss up, throw it in the air, hope for the best. It's like, come on, man. But see, this is why you guys live with so much regret, because you take your life as a joke. You do all the things you aren't supposed to do. Hey, YOLO, I'm gonna live this way. I'm gonna live my life this way. But then as you get older, you complain. But I'm here to tell you, you cannot continuously complain if you are not willing to fix the situation. See, anybody you see, your famous athlete, your famous celebrity in their field, at least before they got where they got to, they all put in work. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that have sheer talent. Can't be denied. No matter what you say, they put the work in. They weren't partying every weekend and barely got $5 in their gas tank. They weren't trying to go on vacations every 2-3 months and they don't know how they're gonna pay their rent. What they were doing, they were in those gyms, getting those jump shots. They were working on their music. They were working on their acting skills. They were working on their runway walk. That's what they were doing. They were putting time into their craft. But you're not putting time into your craft. You're putting time into things that aren't going to give you any value back. You're putting your things in mindless stocks, I would say. So things that aren't gonna give you any value, you just putting it there and it's gone. As soon as it goes, it's gone. Rather than, okay, I can hold it here and then reap the rewards at a certain point. So you have to stop playing with your life, man. Some of you say, oh, I'm 21. Cool, bro. I was 21 not too long ago myself. Been there, done that. Many of you watching have been there, done that. You've been 21 and saw it just go by like that. And as they say, for the drug dealers who get locked up, and they said I was a millionaire, they say, what do you have to show for it now? So you're 21. 10 years time, you're gonna be 31. What do you have to show from that time period from 21 to 31? That's what you have to ask yourself. So most of these days that you're wasting, scrolling on your phone, you said you wanna start a business, you said you wanna be an entrepreneur, what are you doing to take those steps? What actions are you putting in place to make that happen? Are you just wallowing and sitting down and not really taking things serious? Are you just, hey man, you know, if it's his will, it can be his will, but you can still put in work. You're not gonna get what you want if you're not putting in the effort and the work. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it is what it is. And I told you before, consistency is small increments that can lead to a successful life, successful in your goals. But consistency, you gotta be consistent every day. A lot of you are consistent in the wrong things. That's the problem. You're consistent in the wrong areas. You're consistent in bad nutrition. You're consistent in bad sleeping habits. You are consistent in not going to the gym like you know you should. You're consistent in not reading. You're consistent in making excuses. You are consistent in everything that is a representation of negativity. And it's up to you to change that. And the moment you say, I'm ready to change that, that's when your life can begin to change. But until then, you will still be in the same position as you are currently watching this video a year from now. So the choice is yours. You gotta choose today. Stop playing with your life and take your life seriously. Nevertheless, once again, my name is TheEnergyEli. Please do make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out. Believe.